Welcome aboard, all aboard, and welcome back for those who are returning. This is How Not to Game with Callie Jack. It's Saturday, so that means it's Maximum Chaos Day, and I'm going to post as many as I can today. Once I'm hit my limit, that's when I will stop recording today. And we'll go till next Saturday, though the first episode will be done on Friday night next week, assuming I'm still part of your society. Hey, I'm Callie Jack, the gaming persona here on the Dive Rex channel, and this is the Devil's Towers 1969 Max Chaos game, which is an equal and opposite reaction to the Fix It game, where instead of trying to clean the lines up, we're going to take and make the lines even more chaotic. This is our system in this game, and in my next episode that I post up, which will be just a comparison episode comparing the two maps of transit systems so you can see just how chaotic we're going to make this. Right now, it's time to start thinking about some of those other places that still haven't been served and communities that need rail service, road service, and bus service. It's time. Welcome aboard. Let's maximize some chaos. Well, one spot that's not really served well yet is Pollingby, and let's go to Pollingby and go ahead and get it some service. I was going to take and put a faster train on this. We'll deal with that at a later point today. For right now, we're going to take and just do some bus routes to get this town growing, because growth lets us have the ability to go chaotic. And we're going to extend a road up to here, run something over this way. Run some roads to try to encourage the town to grow. And then out here we can take and put a bus stop. All right. Find that nearest bus terminal, which is going to be, for this guy, the Gordian Yard. Let's go ahead and grab a bus out of the bus barn. We're going to grab a good old double-decker because those make money. And that's what we need, is money to take and finance all this chaos. Let's set up a schedule line. We're going to have them go to the church first, town hall. We're going to rename this to the town center stop here in a minute. Oops. Take that stop out. We want him to come down to here and then out to here, and then go backwards. And this is going to be the Pollingby first bus. All right, so we got a bus going. That'll start growing Pollingby and getting it some things. It'll take a little while for the bus to get over there. While we're waiting for the bus to get there, we've got scrapyard junk and hunks, and we need to rename this yard stop to just a bus stop. That's just a bus stop. It's not a yard. So this is going to be, oops, if I can get it without messing up here. We're going to call that a road halt. And there we go. So that new bus we put out there on the new road I made in episode 10, and this is episode 11 for those of you not aware. Welcome aboard. Has hit maximum speeds, almost 80 clicks an hour, so he's doing good. Now, where all does this guy go to? He goes to Junker's Power and Trashy Generation. So we're going to take a look which one's quicker to get to. Junker's Power is really quick to get to. And as a matter of fact, I think I can even do something for Junker's Power. Now, I do tend to like to have everything going one way, so let's take and get the rail. We're going to set him up to right there. And because we believe in chaos here, we need to make it look weird as all get out. So we're going to do a bridge there, come over to here, and do a bridge like that. Or should we? No, I think we should actually do a tunnel there. Let's do a tunnel. Why a tunnel? Because it's every which way and chaotic as all get out. Besides, we can jump out right there, so that's a good spot to take and be at. So we're going to dive down into the tunnel. Dig the tunnel through. There he goes. He's going to come out over there. It's a trash line, so we don't need to do a high-speed rail line along him. For here, how do we want to get by this guy? Hey, let's just bridge over him. Why are we tying this knot up like this? Well, it's maximum chaos. And we really should do our bridge line in a slightly different manner. Something like this. Then we'll go in and smooth out the road around it. There we go. Pricey, but who cares? Why? Because it looks chaotic. Get this over to here, and there we connect in. But again, we don't like doing that kind of stuff, so we're going to do him a slightly different way. And we're going to go from the outer one. That way, this guy's got to do some sort of loop to take and come up and over and go back this way for Trashy. Or he can cut over to here and join this guy. On his long climb up the hill. Trashy generation's up there, so we got to figure out how to take and lay a rail to there. But let's get a train going. Well, first things first. What's a good way to get a train going? Well, let's lay a little thing like this so that we can get to him. And where did we dispatch this boy out of? This bad boy dispatched out of this barn. So let's go from Cali Chaotic. And really, we could actually do another dispatch line, couldn't we? I think a dispatch line's a good idea. Because one, it's one more thing to have to climb over. He's straight as an arrow, but he does that dip down, so that's going to be a nice thing to take and deal with. We'll put signals on there so he doesn't interfere with that line that's actually running, and they'll hold for them to go by. We're going to put that low-end train, which is now orange instead of blue. Bunch of trash cars on him. And we'll get him running. Oh, we need stations. There we go. Nice, chaotic. Just the way we like it here on Max Chaos Day. And then he's coming all the way over here to here where we need a inbound. Let's go ahead and put a dark one here. And again, we're going to take and do 6 so that down the road we can take and expand that train a little bit if we need to. There we go. That's another way is to set your percentage and then go to the place that you're going into to get back into add stop. So this is going to be Junkin' Junker. Because he's going from junkers to junkin' to junkers. And we'll kick him on out. Kick him on out, start him up. We need to go back over here and rename that station, or at least clean it up a little bit. Even though we're after the chaos, we just want to know what the name of the business is. There we go. So that's Junkin' Hunk's yard. All right, now let's see what else chaos we can take and create. How can we make a chaotic line for this? Well, right here's a good spot. We're going to take and make him do a horseshoe, come back, bridge him over to get him out. Give him a longer bridge though so that he doesn't lose as much speed. Not that speed matters with these guys. They're junk trains. We can tunnel under there. And we will. We're going to daylight the tunnel right in here. And then bring this guy up. Or will we? I think we'll just let him keep floating on through and then climb him up here to get onto the line or run him because we're trying to take and make this chaotic. So curves, all sorts of things that we can use to take and make the game a little bit more chaotic. Let's get those tunnels in. So we got a tunnel there needed and one there needed. Lay that rail between the two tunnels. Go ahead and do a little bit of landscaping so we can make certain that we are connected in. There we go, and same over here. Slope that so that it doesn't fall in on the tracks. All right, let's see what we can do now. Let's come up this. He's connected in. And we gotta avoid the duck ponds because we avoid duck ponds here because it causes more chaos to leave the duck pond instead of let him go. Now, here's where we're going to have some fun. Clean that out. A little bit of jump around. Now, how do I want to deal with this? Do I want to take and do a curve of jump up and bring him up and then connect him in? I think that sounds like a great idea because we're after chaos. And really, we can actually do it this way. So how can we do our chaos? Well, we just maximize. And again, blow the deadline so that we've got a spot to grab into later to make more chaos. All right, we've got ourselves set up. That's another line. Let's get this last little spot, whoops, that I just made worse. Make that connection a little bit better. There he goes. Now we can take and dispatch out another train. Let's get another train going. And come on over here to chaotic Eastern Dispatch and build another train. Looking pretty good today. It's cold. Feline patio occupational forces are out in force in the sun, though, because there is some sunshine. They are mad at me because they did not get tuna fish. They feel they deserve tuna fish in cold weather. Now, another thing we need to do is we are beginning to realize that these are longer trains, so we need to extend these out to 5s. Now, I will do some signals here so that we don't have jam-ups. That's because we're starting to use just 2 platforms. Why? Because that will cause chaos by having trains wait for an open platform for them to use. All right, let's see what's going on as we unleash our train. And our train is going to come from Drunken Junkers, or Drunken Hunks, here, and go back up here to Trashy Generation. And just because it'll be more fun, we're going to make him go to the inside station. Why? Chaos. Chaos is what we're after. Maximum making of weird departures, weird everything. I technically could have put him onto a whole new line, and I may and did do that down the road. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that. Close him out for a second. Assign him to a different line, and then we will clear line 97. So 96 is what we wanted, the Junkin' Junker. This is Trashy Generation, though, so 97 is what we need. Okay. So we need to figure a way to edit a line. Go to lines, edit line 97, schedule. He doesn't have a schedule. Good. Okay, because we closed it out. So we're going to say start here. And because we are going to be nice, we're going to build that other station. And we could have even dispatched from here. But we made a mistake, so we're going to live with the mistake. Set him for Junkin' Hunks to 100%. He's coming up to Trashy Generation. And this is Junkin' Trashy Junkin'. How about we call it Trashy Hunks? Hauler. There we go. And we're looking pretty good now. Got a good run going. 2 more lines with a little bit more chaos. Starting to build the chaos. And as more industries come in, we'll be able to do more. And more. And more. Our next up was that train. Let's go ahead and do that dispatch on that one train. He's out on the line, so we need to find him on the line. There he is, sitting there. We're just going to take and get him. Get him rolling. Sorry about that. I got visited by the sneeze monster. All right. So, first things first, tell him, hey, why don't you, well, he's already running. So, what we're going to do is tell him, retire. We're going to replace him with an Abro. And to show everybody that we're going to replace him with an Abro, we're going to come into here. We got the Blue Ox buried, which we were going to fix anyway, so let's go ahead and fix him while we're here too. He needs a better train engine, so we're going to put that same powerful train. We've got to go to the put in front, put him on there, go back to append, add some cars. So we're going to add some more log cars, get him up to close to 5, and start him. Back out on the line. Come over here, take a look at the Abros. We've got a higher speed one yet. And I think because that guy packs 70 passengers, and we'll go ahead and just do 2 of them. And he's going to go on to Brent's Log Castle Baron, which is Route 64. him start. Because this guy will just disappear when he hits the end of the line. Which isn't max chaos. We should have dispatched him back and made him possibly cause issues, but hey, sometimes you can't always get what you want. All right, hey, this is the 20-minute mark. This is episode 11 of The Devil's Towers, 1969 Max Chaos, our Saturday gaming sessions where we go for maximum chaos, which is all those flying bridges, strange routings, tunnels, everything you can think of, total knots of transportation systems. And it's getting chaotic out here, which is what we want, especially in the core of Devil's Towers map. I'm Cali Jack. I'd tell you to have a better day than I'm having, but I'm in max chaos mode, and that's fun. So, still try. Who knows? You might.